ugly mug. Very interesting. Let's do this. Boom. Hello. I'm at Will Rogers 2000 on Twitter. I'm also the Haunted Sponge. Some of you may know me from all the Talk Bomb podcasts. Boom, boom, boom. My buddy made this hat for me. I don't actually have merchandise. My buddy just made me this hat. And I'm sitting in my very messy studio / office / place that I don't spend enough time in to try to figure out this. Let me cover up my address. Don't anybody send me anything. Is this covered? Boom. Hunt a Killer subscription box. You may be able to see behind me there are assorted boxes already from a bunch of services that I'm accidentally subscribed to. I accidentally signed up for 2 loot crates. I accidentally signed up for 2 boxes of Dread. I don't historically like subscription box services. My sister, the co-host of Book Club Schmuck Club, got me this, Hunt a Killer, and I'm very excited about it. Now, I've spent about maybe a half hour so far trying to figure out what is going on, and I've made some progress. I've done some weird things that I felt like I wouldn't be able to do in a live stream, but let me just get you up to speed. So I'm going to do a rudimentary live unboxing. It's not a real unboxing because I have already opened this thing up, obviously, but I'm going to show you what was inside the box and hopefully start to piece together what's going on and show you where I am so far. So I popped open the box and immediately I got, well, first of all, I got a very nice note from my sister inside the box. William, you may be someone's only hope. Happy birthday. Help someone else make it to their next. Whoa. And then this, a letter, all right, from Listening Friends of America, which is essentially Hunt a Killer, I guess. It's weird. There are companies within companies within companies so far is what I'm figuring out. Listening Friends of America is ostensibly who this box is from, now within like the fictional world of the Hunt a Killer mystery. So this letter is explaining that I'm going to be making correspondence with somebody who is currently in jail or has committed a crime or something, and that each package that is being sent to me is going to be inspected for any hazardous materials, dangerous materials. Every letter that's in the box is going to be scanned to see if there is any sensitive information or, I don't know, anything dangerous that I should not be allowed to receive or should not be allowed, in the mail. That was basically this letter. Then, this big envelope, I have to cover up my address again, bear with me. All right, so you can see again from Listening Friends of America, inspected by, with a couple of initials, and from Maryland, non-profit organization, Maryland. I opened up this envelope, and what did I find? I found a few very weird things. One, a little Dixie cup. No markings on it of any kind. Hey, I should maybe also give a little bit of background. I love this already. I love this kind of thing. I love mysteries. I love escape rooms. My buddy who made this hat owns his own escape room. Go look it up. Unlock Escape Rooms in New Jersey. I consider myself an amateur sleuth. And that's because I have delusions of grandeur. Anyway. So there's that Dixie cup. No markings on it whatsoever. There's this envelope that was inside the previous envelope. Only thing on it is the word friend. So I open this up. And this is a letter that is from my fictional pen pal. I guess everybody who got this box is fictional pen pal. John William James. Now it seems to just be a very introductory note. I first and foremost wish to express my gratitude to you for agreeing to receive my letters. And then as I was reading it, there were some things that were obviously odd, just odd phrasing, things that kind of jumped off the page as being sort of peculiar. For example, in the third paragraph, John William James wrote, it was only through meditative reflection on a lifetime of little, seemingly insignificant leaks of my curious spirit into the world that I realized something vital to my being. The leaky pipe carries more water. That's weird. Doesn't necessarily make sense. A leaky pipe doesn't carry more water. It's losing water constantly. But then I was thinking, well, a leaky pipe is maybe the idea is that it's delivering water to more places at once. Like a totally functional sealed pipe is funneling water to one destination. A leaky pipe is carrying most of the water, but then dripping some out at different locations as it goes. So it carries more water in the sense that it delivers water to more places. I don't know. This guy goes into some meditation on what a hunter does. And then there was just sort of more strange phrasing about depression and things like that. How's this for a weird sentence? It's the feeling of longing for that roast of knowledge upon those with only our curious hunger may feast. Whatever that means. So anyway, that was this letter. There was also this printout of an article. It looked like it was a newspaper article. Some of the words have been redacted. You can see they're just totally blacked out on the page. And it's about a sinkhole. And immediately what I thought to myself was, okay, well, the guy in that letter said something weird about leaky pipes carrying more water. Here's a note about sinkholes. It seemed like the two were connected, and they were, but more on that in a minute. I just want to finish up what else was in this package. There was this card called the Swan, just has an image of a swan on it, and it just says the Swan. Pretty straightforward so far. Seems great. Kind of reminded me of Lost in the Dharma Initiative. There was this card, Horizons of London Constellations. I looked at it for about, 4 or 5 seconds before I set it aside because obviously I have to do something else with it. And when I flipped it over, I saw taped onto the back a piece of plastic. It's not, it's just like a solid piece of plastic. It looks like it might be from like a weed whacker ripped off something else. So, I used the supplied notebook that was in my box, Hunt a Killer Notebook, to start to make some notes. Because, very quickly, what I did was, I took this part of the newspaper clipping, and I searched for this headline. And here's what I found. Here we go. Mulberry Street sinkhole highlights challenges of preventing, detecting infrastructural failings. It's the same article. It's exactly the same article. You can see that, like on this thing, you can't really see it the way that I'm now doing this because I've shrunk my image, but it was by Blank Dance. The first name was redacted. Well, now looking at the article, it was by Scott Dance. It's from the Baltimore Sun. And some of the things that were redacted, I made a list of. I went through comparing this article with the redacted article that was in the box, and I listed out literally every single word that was redacted, and I found some things that were interesting. A lot of it was getting rid of proper names, probably because Hunt a Killer wanted me to have to use reasoning to find the original article. They didn't want to make it as easy as saying, it was on Mulberry Street. They wanted to redact that. But some of the other stuff made up some of the weird phrasing that was in the note from my pen pal friend. For example, of course, he had said, the leaky pipe carries more water. Well, 2 different phrases that were redacted in the article. The leaky pipe carries more water. Now, here are some other things. Breaks and leaks are more likely to show depression. That was part of what was redacted from the article, and I believe that ended up showing up in this note. Breaks and leaks, yeah. Unfortunately for me, the majority of those behind desks making decisions, breaks and leaks are more likely to show depression. That sentence is broken in this guy's letter because he's trying to take words verbatim from that article, which was sent to me redacted. And then there was one other phrase that showed up, and did it show up in the guy's note? To last decades and perhaps a century. That was a phrase that was redacted in the article. Yeah, exactly, right here. Unfortunately for me, to the majority of those behind desks making decisions, breaks and leaks are more likely to show depression, to last decades and perhaps a century. But you and I know it is more than that. It is the feeling of longing for that roast of knowledge upon which those only with our curious hunger may feast. It is the thrill of the hunt. So everything that was in this redacted article, the phrasing shows up in the first half of this letter. And then the second half of this letter continues to have weird phrasing, which makes me think that maybe there's a companion article to this one. I hadn't thought that until now. But since there's like another 50% of this letter where the guy writes weird disjointed stuff, but the article that was sent to me is over, maybe there's another article that he's trying to guide me to find. I don't know. Anyway, that was pretty much where I got to. Although, no, I did something else that was kind of stupid. And honestly, I want to look it up right now. So this inspected by tag right there. Inspected by PS. I thought it was weird, and I didn't know if it was part of the game or not. But on the tag, it says inspected by PS, and then below the line, it has information of a company that maybe did the inspecting or maybe did the label, I'm not sure. And there was a phone number, a 1-800 number. Now, anybody that is familiar with doing escape rooms, you know that there are typically things in the room that you're not supposed to interact with, that the game makers are trying to tell you are not part of the game. Sometimes they'll put a sticker on something to say, hey, don't lift this up, don't move this. This isn't a clue, this is just decoration in the room, leave this alone. I was wondering if maybe this phone number was not part of the game. I don't know this company, Hunt a Killer, I don't know how big they are. I don't know how easy it is to set up a phone number, especially a 1-800 number. Can you just make one? I'm not sure. So what I did was, and this is kind of crazy, but I called the phone number, and, you know, you think of, yeah, I'm already finding something out here. And, you know, you think of any 1-800 number you've ever called before. They have, you know, a menu, list of options, press 1 for this person, press 2 for that person. The second that I placed the phone call, I was just talking to someone. And I didn't expect that at all. I even wondered if it could be a robot, because they just kind of went like, hello, how can I help you? And I thought maybe it was pre-recorded, which is maybe stupid, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I said, yeah, I was wondering if you could give me some information. I received a package. There's this inspected by sticker on it. It says inspected by PS, but it came with a letter alerting me that maybe hazardous materials are going to be sent to me, or dangerous materials. And I was just wondering if you can give me some information about this package and if indeed any dangerous materials were found in it. And she said, I can't help you. We only make the material. We don't send the package. We don't actually do the inspections ourselves. I thought that was weird too. And she asked me, who was your package sent by? And so I went ahead and told her it was sent by Listening Friends of America, you know, as per Hunt a Killer. And I figured maybe I should keep it in world, like in universe. Don't say it's from Hunt a Killer. I said it was from Listening Friends of America. And the woman on the phone said, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know. We don't work with them. I don't know. They probably just utilized our service. Come to find out, I was thinking too much about it. I just Googled it literally while I was telling you this story. This company is, quote, a distributor of janitorial, industrial, packaging, and shipping materials to businesses throughout North America. It's not part of the game. I'm saying this to illustrate something that I think is going to become problematic for solving this game. If it was sent in this box, I want to believe it's part of the game. And I think that that is reasonable. And already I have bothered someone, not, horribly or anything, but I called somebody who didn't need my phone call, and I don't know. I don't know where the limits of the game are necessarily. So that's going to be interesting in trying to figure this out. I mean, the fact of the matter is that even like this article that was sent to me and redacted, like this is a real article from the real Baltimore Sun. This is not a fake website that was just set up for this game. You can see like they have ads on their website and stuff. It's a real article. This guy is a real writer. So it's a game that takes you kind of into the real world or uses parts of the real world, which is, it's weird. It's interesting. But, so I guess, I don't know, let's just start doing some digging. Scott Dance. Here's the writer that wrote the article about the sinkhole. And he's writing about droughts, scientists. What else? Sweet, this guy right here. Bad news. I wonder if he has anything more about that sinkhole, because maybe there is another article that is supposed to be the companion piece. And this article was from June or July, I want to say, so I'm going to go pretty far back. Meteors, August's flash flood. Let's keep going. What was the article from? Let me see. Where's the date? July 10th. Okay. So let's keep going back. July 22nd, July 14. Heat index, severe storms. Okay. Here's the sinkhole article that he wrote. Is there anything else around it? Juno mission to Jupiter. Paul Hogan doesn't look too hot these days. Yeah, I don't know. From this article, sinkhole. Oh, here's another one from 5 days earlier. So the article I was reading was the second article about this. It's also like I don't have the attention span to read a bunch of articles about sinkholes. All right, let's jump. I'm going to jump from this to something else. Let's talk about the constellation card. Okay. Now I saw, because there's a hunt-a-killer group that I joined, and I have not interacted much with anybody in there, but in the hunt-a-killer group, the second that I first went in, I saw people talking about the constellations and talking about the swan being connected, which I feel like means there is a constellation that is a swan or something. But this is pretty intense. Ursa Minor. Okay, so it's, anyway, Horizon of London, the northern sky at 10 p.m., September 23rd at 9 p.m., October 8th at 8 p.m., October 23rd. What? I mean, I have no idea what this means. O is the point overhead for the latitude of Philada. O is the point overhead for the last of Boston. O for London, England. All right. Star of first Magda? What the hell does this mean? Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, Camel Eop, Cassiopeia. I'm just going to look up, are there any swan? Let's see. Swan constellation. Cygnus. Cygnus is on this card. The swan. And if this is London, England, yeah, okay. Cygnus, let me get a map of London, maybe? Google Maps, London. Part of this is also stupid because now I'm just saying shit to myself. I don't know. Let's see. All right. London. I want to see if this looks at all like the map here. It does. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Let me see. How can I do this side by side? I guess I can't. All right, let's do this. So here's what I'm looking at. Here's the map. Now, so this is England. This is, let me see. I gotta do some ugly stuff here. Okay. Make myself giant, because here's why. So here's the card. All right. Cygnus is in the upper left. You can kind of see there, and that's the map to the right. I'm thinking that if I rotate this, it's kind of that, I guess. Is that the same thing? It looks like it, kind of. Like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't look like a clean match. It looks similar, the way that the like water kind of has this inlet. I'm only saying this because I'm trying to figure out maybe Cygnus appeared over a very specific part of London. Let me see. This map is only a constellation map. So it's not giving any sort of idea of what part of England you're looking at. Well, I mean, I guess it's saying London. Is it that? So if this is London, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily looks much like the card. I mean, maybe it's got to be the coast, right? Could it be one of these guys? No, because there's so much land around it. I'm saying because I'm trying to figure out what looks like that. But also, what does this have to do with anything? Because everything else suggests that this story is taking place in Maryland. I don't know. I don't know. No, nothing else on the coast really looks like this. Because this is a pretty big, like, peninsula to be jutting out with nothing else around it. I don't know. Just follow the coast a little bit. It's an island. The only thing that I felt like kind of looked like it was on the other side of England, but that was Wales. Does that almost look like it? No, not really. Not these, really. No. Let's see. No. I don't know. If they're saying London, I want to think that it's London. Obviously. So there's London right there. Horizon of London. The Northern Sky at 10 p.m. September 23rd at 9 p.m. But I also don't know what this means. Is this looking... Maybe that's not a landmass at all? Horizon of New Orleans. What? Louisville, Ehelads, Boston. Philadelphia. This is really weird. So it says here on either side. First of all, I don't understand. I guess I just generally don't understand how to read this. You can see it says it's overhead. So it's an overhead map, I guess. Does that mean that this is a sky, like looking up in the sky view? Because I kind of assumed it was bird's eye perspective and that all of this was land, but it says Milky Way going across it right there. So maybe not. I don't know. How do you read? Oh, well, why don't we just do this? Constellation map or something. Or how do you read a constellation map? Does that make more sense? Everything has an answer. How to read a star chart. Don't try to take in the whole sky at once. That's solid advice. Make this smaller again. So what I have doesn't look like a star chart then. What is it? Star chart. I wonder if I can search Google for this image. And see if it gives me the name of anything else. No. Nothing. Damn. Just this. And why is there like this like barcode looking thing at the bottom? Right? That's weird. Is that a cross out of something? Is that sea level? Is that like there appears to be some sort of scale to this that I don't understand at all. I don't know. All right, let's go nuts. Let's jump into the Hunt a Killer closed group. I wanted to see how far I could get doing this just totally on my own, but I don't know. So let's emulate the experience of being somebody who's trying to figure this thing out. Here we go. Hunt a Killer group. So this is where people are discussing this. I guess this happens over the course of several packages. I have package 1. I don't know if it's the first package ever. I think stories take place over 3 packages. I don't know if I have the first one ever in the history of the company or if it's just the first one in this particular set of boxes. Let's see. We get all the same items. We do get the same items as long as we're on the same package. Everyone gets the same first package, but some of us started last month, some of us started this month. Oh, so some people are on package 2. Oh, that's weird. What a weird thing. So there's already a second package to this out there in the wild. Huh. Old man, not allowed to use a pen. Could it be the Sky of London 50 years ago? Why 50 years ago? Next, I connected the swan with the constellation name, and I'm trying to find if it is hiding a specific event or place. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Correct. Spoiler alert, the plastic red thing taped on the astronomy card is a weed eater string. That's what I thought. Looked like a weed whacker. The date on the astronomy card that night when the stars were aligned that way, it formed the Southern Cross. That's pretty much where I've been stuck for hours. Southern Cross. What is the Southern Cross? Oh, looks like different people have different kinds of plastic. Somebody got like a red piece of plastic. I guess it doesn't matter. I went on some deep Googling and researched the myths of Cygnus, which is the name of the swan constellation, too much, and also found what book the picture of the swan was from. Some old book printed in London, possibly same time as the star chart. That is fantastic. That's a great line of thinking. It didn't even occur to me. This, I thought, was just a clue to figuring out that there was a swan constellation. That is awesome. Okay. Did anyone else have duct tape and electrical tape on their boxes? I totally forgot to mention that. That was one of the things that jumped out at me because, yeah, just randomly in spots on the box were duct tape, actual, real duct tape. 2 strips of duct tape. Silver. Has anyone else investigated S yet? What is that? I also wondered if there's anything like, I mean, yeah, we saw things that like, I guess I'm really just starting. So, constellation chart beyond there being a swan constellation, no idea. Dixie Cup, still have no idea. Swan, maybe I should look this up and see if it does correlate to a book, because I don't know. But then there are just things where I'm like, I wonder if, like, is there any possibility that there are things, like, almost like metadata that I haven't thought of? Like, what is up with this duct tape? Is there any chance that this is probably a stupid line of thought, but whatever. I'm ripping the duct tape off the box right now to see if there's anything under it. See, this is the lengths that your mind goes to when you're just, like, spinning in circles and unsure of what to do next. Like when you're doing escape room stuff, the second that you start like trying to find random patterns, you know that you are like just going off the deep end. What am I supposed to be doing at this point? How do I even know when I'm done with box 1? Like, how do I know where box 1 ends and where box 2 begins? Oh, something else that I did already that I have not seen anything come out of yet. I looked up Listening Friends of America online, and there was a .org. So this website where it explains how Listening Friends of America works. They get, it's a nonprofit that gets thousands of isolated men and women living in prisons, nursing homes, hospice care, psych wards to get pen pals, basically. Our process, you volunteer, you receive a letter, and you listen. That's it. I sent a question through their website. There was a contact us form, and I basically just asked what I had asked the person on the phone. Like, can you tell me about the person that inspected my package? Were there any hazardous materials that were removed? I felt like that would be a kind of a cool thing for the box to do. Like, here is, yeah, you received your box, but something was removed from it. You wouldn't know that unless you submitted the form or something like that. So anyway, I submitted the form. There was a section to sign up to receive a newsletter, so I already did that. But there's nothing else on this website at all. There is nothing. Oh. Wait a minute. Did I do this? This volunteer section? I did the news and updates section. I'll do this too. Submit. All right. I just want to do everything. I want to sign up for 100% of everything just on the off chance, because something's got to contribute, right? All right. Let's see. Somebody said, Googled condiment cup. I don't think this is a condiment cup. Condiment cup, constellations, and an erotic novel is all that popped up. Great. It did discuss Cygnus a bit. That seems, I don't know, that doesn't seem like anything. Did anyone find the connection that Cepheus contains the most massive black hole known on the universe? I mean, if we're gonna get into black holes and stuff, I thought that I had someone's pen pal letter about sinkholes in Maryland. Is this gonna? And it's called Hunt a Killer. There's got to be some killing, right? Like, did someone die? It didn't even occur to me just a second. Is someone dead? Am I hunting an actual killer right now? Letter writer is locked up in some fashion mental facility is my guess. A prison that doesn't allow you to send out that much. Filament is most certainly fishing line. That's interesting. I don't know anything about fishing. Is there a red fishing line? Because somebody got that red one. I still think it might be like Still makes me think of like a weed whacker thing. I don't know. Okay. Cygnus' story is quite a narcissistic, sociopathic one. Thanks Zeus and deities. Work in progress Greek alphabet. Why Greek alphabet? What? I've got the letters, but the map is unclear. I'm interchanging just 2 letters. I'm thinking I might get more with package 2. Some of the common names I've come up with I've written down, but I'm holding them for now. Bit of a rabbit hole I've gone down. Yeah, see, like this is where I'm thrown. Where am I supposed to stop? If I need 3 packages to figure this out, does that mean that, like, is there an arc to each box where I should, like, figure out this first leg of the mystery and then stop and wait for box 2, or am I literally, like, playing without a full deck right now? Like, I have no ability to comprehend anything right now. I don't really get it. Somebody else called the number on the inspected by sticker, because of course they did. Went to a real person, asked about Hunt a Killer and what she knew about it. She said she's never heard of it, so I asked her more about her company and how it operates, since I've never personally seen a sticker like that on any package or piece of mail in my life. She was super helpful and nice. She said the model number on the sticker matched their standard production labels, and the initials coming from your stickers has to come from someone within Hunt a Killer. Yeah, I knew it. Somebody else, the initials on theirs are either KS or RS. That's definitely part of the mystery. I think mine is PS. Maybe it's RS. The P sort of like kind of almost like script carries into the S. So maybe it's an R. I don't really think so. That's definitely part of the game. Somebody from Hunt a Killer wrote on the labels. But of course a bunch of people are calling this company now. There was a phone number in the box. Everybody thinks it's part of the game. It's not part of the game. It's just a company where somebody is getting a bunch of phone calls asking about packages that they have no information about. Other people found the article. According to the article, the sinkhole occurred on July 4th, 2016. Earlier today, they found a return address with a shipping label on the box, found it to be a residential address in Baltimore that sold on the 22nd of July. I don't know. Researching the crushed cup. It's a pill cup commonly found in hospitals and institutions. We'll have full info to follow soon as to manufacturer and place of use. I put ketchup in those cups, so maybe ketchup is their medication. I don't know. I got to reading about the Worthington plantation that S refers to in a tweet. Oh. Is that something that we should be doing? Looking up people's tweets? Let's check it out. Hunt a Killer retweeted some of my stuff, which was very nice. I'm at Haunted Sponge, by the way. Yeah, they retweeted this very live stream. A bunch of my pictures. Let's see. You're part of the story now, they said to someone. Yeah, other people got the box with duct tape on it, so that's something. I don't know. Well, now you have 2 notebooks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little torn. I kind of think that I'm not supposed to be able to do anything with this because it's just 1 box. Which on the one hand is fun. It's like, oh, I need more pieces of the puzzle. But on the other hand, it's just kind of like, I can't do, like, really anything, I kind of think right now. And because this was a gift, I don't know how... Oh, this is interesting. Because it's a gift, I don't really know how expensive this was or if I'm getting more. I want more. I'll get more either way. I don't know if I'm already signed up, though. I'll have to figure this out. So, Hunt a Killer tweeted, the proper knot can make all the difference. Signed S. So I guess that's part of the reason why people are looking into this. I don't know. Is that a reference to the string? I don't know. We got sinkholes, constellations, swans, Jeunesse, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Jeunesse River Killer. Rochester, New York, so not Maryland. I don't know, man. Arthur Shawcross. Is this something that I should be paying attention to? See, it's so easy to just get thrown. And this tweet is from May. Like, I don't even know if this has anything to do with anything. They say I buried my bodies in the chamber under Worthington Plantation House. They don't know shit. Where's Worthington Plantation House? Worthington. I don't know. I just want to figure out a state. Maryland? So, okay. But why, like, what does this mean? No one ever reacted to this. Someone said, where did you bury them then? As if Hunt a Killer is the murderer. I don't know, man. And this company only has 75 followers on Twitter. This is so... They're just like... There's so many questions. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to do. Let's go back to the Facebook page and just see what other people are saying, I guess. We appreciate all our volunteers' support. This is Listening Friends of America. For the thousands of isolated men and women across the country. Our friend is writing to us from one of the facilities. Alright, I'm down with the cup being for medication. But there's literally nothing on the cup at all. Wow. I sent an email to the author of the sinkhole article. Yeah, I mean, I assume that the author of this article has nothing to do with any of this, really. I feel like people are reading too much into stuff. Some people are now saying that the string might be a guitar string. Like, I don't think so. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. I don't know. It's too easy to get super caught up and think that things are part of the game when they're really not. I don't know. Just trying to fill in the missing parts of the news article. Yeah. Alright. I don't know. I feel like I'm stalled. I may be onto something. First package, spoiler, and comments. I've been reading through other people's comments and decided to follow up on the astrological chart. Someone had commented that they had looked up Cygnus for the date specified on the chart and verified that the Northern Cross was visible in London that night. However, on the chart there's only one star that is part of the Northern Cross. That star is Cygnus Alpha, which is the only one pretty much in the center of the cluster and the only second magnitude star shown for Cygnus, whatever that means. If you take the filament and place it on Cygnus Alpha, there are only a few stars that it reaches. One is Cassiopeia. Yeah, see, I don't think that this is... If he's going based on the length of the filament, mine is 3 3/4 inches. Mine is just shy of 3 1/4 inches. That's a significant length difference. Yeah, I feel like different people have different lengths of plastic or whatever. Mine is red, others have clear ones. Length doesn't seem to matter. Color doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, like why it feels arbitrary. It feels totally arbitrary that the string is taped onto the back of the constellation page. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's just not enough to go on. Maybe it's a 3D printing thing people are saying. Yeah, somebody posted a picture of just like plastic string. Somebody says definitely not fishing line. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits. The constellation card can be found at Princeton, which is close to Baltimore where the article is from. Might be a stretch, but it's something. London may be a wild goose chase. I feel like London and Baltimore... I mean, it seems like this is all about Baltimore. It's like sinkholes and shit, and then you get a constellation card that mentions London. It just seems like it's all over the map. Now I don't know where this guy's getting Princeton from. Yeah, alright. Well, I think I'm done for now. I kind of don't think that there's any way to progress. I feel like maybe box one is just supposed to be sort of like whet your appetite. Here are a bunch of like weird, disjointed things. Try to start like thinking outside the box. It was really fun going from the letter from my pen pal to the article with all the redacted stuff, looking up the original article and filling in the redacted bits and realizing that the guy who wrote my pen pal letter was taking phrasing from the article. Like, that was kind of cool. That's like a really fun connection. You know, is that guy somehow connected to sinkholes in Boston? Is it just supposed to be, hey, I'm leaving messages for you in the news, like, you know, the Red Dragon or something like that? But I don't think so, because that article was from 2016. And, you know, like the way the pen pal letter is written, it's as if they've been in jail forever. I don't think they committed a sinkhole crime in 20... Yeah, it's just too... It's not coming together. It's not connecting in logical ways. It kind of feels all over the map. So, alright, I guess I'm going to call it quits for now. I have no idea. I do not know. Go to thehauntedSponge.com. Follow at Haunted Sponge on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let me know what you think. Help me figure this out. There's obviously stuff that I'm missing. I feel like there's got to be stuff that I have not reasoned out yet. I mean, obviously, there must be things that I'm missing, but I feel like I've run out of places to look within box one. All right, so this is at WillRogers2000. Thank you very much for watching. This is the first and perhaps only Hunt a Killer live stream I'm doing. Go to talkbomb.com. See you another time, guys. Goodbye.